Hello, good morning. Welcome to Introduction to Philosophy, Field 1101. This is an online course, and I'm very excited to have you in this course. This is a course which basically looks at different major themes in Western philosophy, and we'll be doing it through by looking at several major topics in Western philosophy through the course of this semester. To give you a sort of brief overview, some of the topics that we'll be covering would include philosophy of religion, questions for and against the existence of God, the questions about knowledge, what can we know, how do we know what we know, and also questions, arguments about the existence of the self. Is there a self? And can we still have the same self if we don't have the same body that we have? And then later in the semester, we'll be looking at questions that are of probably broader existential interest, such as questions about who we are and what does it mean to be a free human being. And also, we'll also be looking at questions concerning the nature of romantic love, as well as the questions concerning concerning death, as well as questions about the philosophy of art. So you can see that this course is basically a kind of smorgasbord in which you are able to get a brief glimpse into the various different areas of philosophy within a relatively short period of time. So I think this will be a very interesting and exciting course. Okay, so let's begin with the essentials. So there are two books that you are required to get for this course. The first one is the textbook for this course. It's Introducing Philosophy. It looks something like this. I say something like this because this is actually the instructor's copy. The actual copy that you will get from the bookstore, it looks pretty much like this, except that there is no band at the top that says Instructor's Edition. So please, get a copy of this before the semester begins, if you haven't already done so. The other thing that you are required to get for this course is this short novel by Franz Kafka called The Metamorphosis. As I said, it's a pretty short novel, but it's a very insightful and absorbing novel. It's about the main story is about this guy who wakes up one morning and finds himself transformed into an insect. And I'm not spoiling anything for you, because this is something that this part of the story is actually revealed from the very beginning, and everything basically unfolds from there. The reason why I'm getting you to read this book is because I think that one very good way to get a sense of what philosophy is about is to actually read certain kinds of novels. When it comes down to when all is said and done, a big part of philosophy is about telling stories. And then the idea is to tell certain stories in a certain compelling way, understand the import of those stories, and then understand what kinds of philosophical questions and arguments these stories give rise to. So for that reason, I think that you will get a lot from reading this very short and insightful and provoking and disturbing novel. And also, at least one of the quizzes in this course will be based on a novel. So if nothing else, you should at least read it for that reason. Okay, so but actually, you probably shouldn't just do things just to do well in quizzes and exams. You should read this book because it's very absorbing, as I said, and very mind-blowing. Okay, so but let me move on to other things that are essential to this course. So as I said, there will be quizzes. There will be a total of 10 quizzes in this course, starting from quiz 1, which will be somewhere in the third week of the semester. So there will be a total of 10 quizzes, and they will all be available on Moodle from Thursday to Sunday of that particular week that the quiz is available on. So for example, quiz 1 will be available from Thursday to Sunday of the third week of the semester. Quiz 2 will be available from Thursday to Sunday of the fourth week, and so on and so forth. Refer to the syllabus for more details. So there are basically a total of 10 quizzes for the entire course. Out of these 10 quizzes, I will be taking your best 8 to calculate your final grade, which means to say that you are allowed to drop 2 of your worst quizzes for your final grade. And I think that is a reasonable accommodation, because not everybody can do well on every single quiz. So being allowed to drop 2 quizzes will hopefully alleviate some of the pressure of being in this very fast-paced and demanding course. Okay, so the quizzes are one area of assessment in this course. The other area of assessment are the exams. So there are 2 exams in this course. There is a midterm exam and there is a final exam. The midterm will be available on Moodle during the week before spring break. So have a look at the syllabus for the exact date. And the final exam will also be available on Moodle during the finals week. So again, please look at the syllabus, look at the cross syllabus to get the exact date for the final. And you have exactly, for both the midterm and the final, you have exactly 5 days to complete the exams, which I think is very reasonable. There is plenty of time for you to accommodate it into your very busy schedule. So all right, and then there is on the last page of the syllabus, you can by the way, you can find the syllabus on the course Moodle site. I have already posted it there. So on the last page of the syllabus, you will see a very detailed list of readings. For every week there is a very specific set of readings that you have to complete. You need to complete the readings in order to do the quiz. And I'll also be posting certain notes as well as video lectures online. And the lectures will basically be in the same format as this particular video. It will just be me talking about, giving a short exposition, giving a short lecture about the topic for the particular week. So keep a lookout for those videos. I think it will probably be helpful to you to give you an overview of what the readings are about as you are doing the readings and completing the quizzes. Okay, and then there is one other thing that I need to bring your attention to, and that is the issue of plagiarism, and cheating as well, and academic dishonesty in general. So this course has a zero tolerance for academic dishonesty and plagiarism. If I were to catch you or have very good reason to suspect you of plagiarism or academic dishonesty, I will give you a grade of F immediately for the entire course, which means that you will fail the entire course immediately. Plagiarism is defined as using the works and ideas of another person without giving due acknowledgement. So in order to avoid plagiarism, it's actually pretty simple. What you need to do is, if in your quizzes you decide to cite sources from outside of this course, like on a website or book or periodical or journal that you found, you should include a sort of a footnote at the bottom of your response, saying where you got the ideas from, and this. You have to do this if you are directly quoting the author of the source. But even if you're not directly quoting, even if you just read the idea from somewhere and you are just recalling it in your response for your quiz or your exams, you should still acknowledge it in a footnote. So it's actually very simple to avoid plagiarism. Just make sure that you acknowledge every source that you get from outside of this course, and you will be just fine. And for academic dishonesty, it's a little bit more tricky. You should not complete this. Well, you should complete the exams and the quizzes on your own. You should not be doing it with outside help from your friends or family or things like that. If I have good evidence of you doing that, then again you will get a grade of F for the entire course. So don't do that. Don't do it. Okay. So one last thing is that if you look at the second last page of the syllabus, you will see you will see a very brief paragraph that tells you about disability resources. So if you have some kind of learning or visual or hearing disability and you need some sort of accommodation for it, please approach the Disabilities Resource Center on either the Pocatello or the Idaho Falls campus. The address is actually given. The address and the phone number is actually given in the on the syllabus itself. So please have a look at it. So yeah, so please have a look at the syllabus and perhaps start doing a couple of the readings before the start of before Monday, before the start of the course. And I think you will be in good shape, and we'll have a most fun and exciting semester. And if you have any questions, any further questions, please feel free to email me, or you can also come talk to me during my office hours on the Pocatello campus. So my office hours are Tuesdays and Thursdays from 11 a.m. to noon and from 3 to 4 p.m. Or you could also email me to make an appointment with me. Alright, I think that's all I have to say for now. And again, I look forward to a most wonderful and exciting semester. Thank you very much.